Alright guys, what's good? Today we're going to be doing a how to find your daily bias, because a lot of people have been struggling with that and been asking me. So yeah, let's just go over it real quick. It's quite simple. After some practice, at first I remember it was hard. It was really hard. I just didn't know how to do it. It was just like it was one of the hardest things. I used to blame all my trades on bad daily bias and all that, but now it's quite simple. But you just gotta hope that the consolidation is not there, so you don't have to worry about it. Because for example, look at the gem 30. There's not much you can do with it, right? It's just like it's just chop. You can't really. You can just tell that it's kind of bullish, but it's also a bit weird because when it hits the supply level, it's just gonna turn bearish, isn't it? So we're gonna leave that for today. Gold. I don't really trade gold to be honest, but that's obviously bullish. Okay, let's start. So daily bias, right? What I always love to do, most people don't. I don't know why, but I start on the monthly. To be honest, on the monthly, you can sometimes just see like nice structure and nice overall trend, right? So you can see we're clearly bullish here, right? We're obviously bullish. So um, you can also see on the monthly these parts, these like structures, right? So let's say price breaks past it and then taps back into it. That would be like a really nice continuation long. You see what I mean? But anyway, we don't want to spend too much time on the monthly. You can't see too much. So the weekly is actually really nice as well. Like look at this double top, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this piece of structure right here, it breaks it, taps back into it right here, as you can see, and then nice continuation longs. Same thing here, literally. So we've got a structure right here, gets displaced through because of this FVG, breaks past it, taps back in, and then we try to go higher, but we actually fail. So this tells us something. You know. All right, let's go down to the daily, where it all happens. So it really just depends on your strategy. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. When I was trading ICT, like it was more kind of scalping. I don't want to say scalping because when you think of scalping, it's like tick scalping, but it was more like 5 to 10 minutes trading, right? So when I read the daily time frame when I was trading ICT, I would have to know exactly where it was going. So you know how price goes up, down, up, down, up, down, right? It's the uptrend overall. But because I was scalping, you see these days where it would go down, the retracements like down, down here, down here. You see that? That is what I would need to be trading because I'm on the 5 and 10 minute. So I'm going to be short for that day. But now that I've switched strategy over to a more consistent break and retest, right? I'm not interested in these type of days where it's going down, 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 down. I'm just gonna get railed, bro, because it's too short time frame. I'm a longer time frame trader, like 1 to 2 hours max, you know. So moving on, I'm just gonna go over how I find it now at this present time, not how I used to. So now all I do, I just follow the trend. That's literally all you can say. Just the trend is your friend. Don't know how many times you guys heard that, but essentially you want to just continue with the trend. So I'm sure you guys can identify what a higher low, lower high, all that is. So price basically moves like this. So it moves up, so higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, I'm gonna get my path tool out. Give me 1 sec. I actually forgot where it is. Nope, not there. Path, where are you? It's over here, innit? Yeah. Okay, so price always, like, there's no trend that just goes up. Like, you've never seen that before. Okay, it goes like this: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. It moves like this. It can sometimes even go like this, start manipulating a bit. Okay, but the overall is high. Okay, it's an uptrend, so you just want to follow that. You don't want to be trading downwards. You just want to go up. The only point where you want to switch is when on the daily it starts getting bearish. So, for example, over here, 1 or 2 candles on the second candle, then you want to start going bearish, and then you wait until the supply zone. You don't really trade, and then you wait until it starts to get bullish again. So from the second daily candle that starts to get bullish, then I'll start to look for longs again. Okay, so look, another easy way of finding out like what the trend is you find out the next high. You mark it out, see if it gets broken. If not, then you know that you're bearish. Okay, so look, you can see the next high. This one actually gets swept, but then later on it gets displaced through. Okay, right here, boom, boom. Like, it's just so obvious that it's an uptrend, so you just want to keep on following the trend. Now specifically with my strat, right, I don't just say follow an uptrend, I actually trade in the uptrend. So how I do that is, you see these highs, right? Why these highs are so significant is because they get broken through. When they get broken through, they get retested. I'm not going to scroll down in the lower time frame because it doesn't matter right now, but you can see it gets broken and then trades back into. That's where I start looking for longs. This is what I mean by trading the higher time frame, okay? So my old self would have traded bearish in this ICT scalping method, but in this new strategy, I'll wait until it taps back into the structure in the overall trend and then look for bull, right? It's just much more high probability like that. Another one, look, a high gets broken through with this displacement candle, and then what? Gets tapped back into, okay? You see this happens everywhere. Let me see. Mark out these two. Does it get tapped into? No. No. Broken. Taps back into. Buys. Like, guys, this is on the daily, by the way. Like, just imagine how more frequently it would happen on the 4 hour and 1 hour. Just look at this. Look how many trade opportunities there are. Like, it's just crazy. Break, retest, break, retest, break, retest. It's just a full uptrend. This is why I love the indices. Look how, like, I don't want to say it's choppy, but look how, like, zigzaggy it is. It's just so good for break and retest. That's a US 30. That's beautiful. Let's go on to Nas. Let's read Nas's daily bias. It's a bit more harder. Look how looks kind of ugly, to be fair. But anyway, look, starting off on the monthly, what do we see? Just rebalances to a fair value gap. Okay, that's calm, and then rejects to the upside. Okay, that just tells us that we're more bullish, right? So look, we induced this low. So simple. We induced this low, liquidity swept it just for liquidity, just so we can move higher. Okay, we make this structure, we break it, and then it retaps into it. So perfect. Of course, we're looking for longs. The last 3 candles are long. Okay, so look, long, and then what was that? That was a bank holiday on Thursday, I'm pretty sure. Long again on Friday, and then look, we tap back into this fair value gap, into this structure. Oh, this is such a nice trade. We tap back into this structure, and then from now we're looking for longs. Let me just see on the lower time frame actually. Yeah, I missed it, but I could just wait for this structure, tap back into it, and then long. But yeah, guys, hopefully this helps you on how to read the daily bias. Let me just quickly. So look, you want to see the overall trend. It's bullish. You just want to carry on bullish. Okay, break structure. It displaces, taps back into it, and then you can catch longs here. And then it comes back down, test this structure, liquidity sweeps it, and then carries on longs. Like, just follow the trend. It's so simple. Follow the trend. Mark out your key levels that are only in your trend bias. Okay, let's say it's bullish. Let's say it's bearish. You just want to look for bearish key levels. You don't want to be trading bullish and bearish key levels. You know, just stick to one. Keep it simple. And yeah, guys, hopefully that was a good video. Bosh! I'm out.